Hello everybody. This is the brand new Storm podcast with your own host, Jackson Burning. This channel is all about sports, and we're going to get right into it today. First off, we have the NBA playoffs start right around the corner, and I did want to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers and the Utah Jazz matchup. Now, can the Clippers win a playoff series at the very beginning? In the first round? Unlikely. Here's why. Okay, so in the past, ever since Chris Paul has gotten there, they've made the second round, I think, 2, max 3 times. And every time they made the second round, they've blown a lead. They've blown it completely. Versus the Rockets, versus the Thunder, and sometimes in the first round, they shouldn't have made it out of the first round. For example, when Chris Paul hit the miracle teardrop shot versus San Antonio. And right after that, San Antonio got screwed off an inbounds play, but we'll go over that on another day. I did want to talk about it, though. So, I love Chris Paul. He's one of my favorite point guards, incredible passer, can score at will. He's a dog on defense. He will go at you. It doesn't matter who. It could be Curry, it could be Westbrook. Doesn't matter. He will show up. I guarantee. During the series, Chris Paul will show up, and I guarantee that. If anyone else, by anyone else, Chris Paul's showing up. So, I think the Clippers are cursed, to be honest with you, because they can't make it the conference final. They have one of the most talented rosters in the league when I look at it up and down, but they just can't play together. Is that Doc's fault? I don't know. But when Chris Paul's your point guard, who's the alpha male, I just don't see them working it, especially with DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin. They're both really, really good players. One all-NBA team and the other an all-star for years. And I just don't understand it. They're really good, talented, they just can't play together well. But I do look at their matchup, obviously. When you look at Utah, Rudy Gobert, Gordon Hayward, them boys can play. And they have the third most elite defense in the league in rankings. So when I look at that too, it also tells me that the pace is going to slow down. It's going to get really physical, and I don't think Chris Paul can carry the load again. And that's why I see this only lasting 6 or 7 games. Well, only, but I do see Utah winning it. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers win it. If you're going on talent alone, I'd pick the Clippers, but I just don't see them winning this playoff series. Let's say they win. They're going to face Golden State, and Curry has Chris Paul's number for the past 10 games, and the Clippers haven't won once. So I'm just letting you guys know that. Most of you probably already know that Chris Paul has gotten straight annihilated by Steph Curry. And he just has his number. So they could get swept in the next round. I wouldn't be surprised. But I am picking Utah just because even though they're young, they can play. They play good team basketball. And I think that makes it so much easier to make it pick. Is Blake going to show up? I don't know. Watching the NBA for years, I've watched countless players choke. And I'm not saying Blake is a huge choker, but when I watched the Thunder series a couple years back, they should have won that series, and we're lucky we pulled that one off. When they played Houston, when they played Houston, they blew a 3-1 lead. They should have won that game in Game 6. Harden was on the bench when they made the run, so just that alone, they're so talented, they don't have high expectations. That could help them out, and though they don't have high expectations, I think a lot of people are counting them out against Utah, but definitely out of the second round. No one has them making the conference finals. If you say that, you don't believe it. It's just that simple. And that's my first take on the NBA playoffs. You guys should have my prediction chart soon. I'll upload that soon. So this is Jackson Burning. Follow me on Twitter on Burning, BERNING_Jackson on Twitter. Made a new one. And I'm looking forward to this journey with you guys. See you next time.